Okay, so finally back. It's been a little bit of time because I had to move out of that other property because of some issues with some stalking on the neighbour's part on that side. But anyway, as you can see from the last Divvy Van video I uploaded, it was in a different spot. That was the small garage that I've had to deal with at the moment. But anyway, back to the Xr6. Now, because I decided to keep this, with if not many people are knowledgeable about repairable write-offs in Victoria, especially obviously this is the state that I have to go through to do it. It is a real big pain in the neck. Now, I'll just quickly explain with Vivs, which is more of your in-depth check on the car. A Viv check, as far as I know, they do over 100 photos of the underneath, give or take. That's what I heard. You can always, if you know better or know some more information, you can always write it in the comments. But to get a Viv done on a repairable write-off, it doesn't matter how much was done to the car to get a write-off on it originally. They all have to go through the same process. Now, with this Xr6, it was never a structural issue. It was a hole in the sump and a dent in the auto transmission pan, which has been rectified now. But it still has to go for a Viv. Now, if you don't know, to get a Viv, you have to have a roadworthy, and to get to actually have that booked in and to be seen, the roadworthy also has to be current, of course, right? So it's not just a roadworthy and past, because roadworthies in Victoria only last for 30 days. So you have to structure your time frame for your roadworthy and everything to be done to then be booked into the Viv. Now, the other pain in the neck thing with a Viv is in Victoria, there's almost a 3-month wait on every time to get booked in, on every time you try to check. So 10 days could be passed and you still it's like a 3-month wait. So I put this for a roadworthy, and I didn't know this previously. So I put this for this Xr6 for a roadworthy. Everything's passed now. Everything's good on it. No problem. But the Viv check is like, from the roadworthy point of view of the 30 days, when I went to book it in, it was like you have to wait 3 months. So this one's booked in, I think I booked it in for March. But this is the other stupid thing, is that the roadworthy would have lapsed, right? And nothing, like, it hasn't been driven anywhere, so it's pretty much got jack all kilometres past the actual roadworthy initial date. So the kilometres haven't gone up much, minus just driving it home, which was a local. So now, to get this car checked by the Viv, I then got to get a current roadworthy for the Viv to be checked, which is stupid because it's already been roadworthy, right? Probably the worst that can happen if it was a prolonged time is getting the flat spots on the tyres, which it obviously wouldn't have. That would take a fair while to sit there in one spot. Anyway, so, and then obviously when you go through your Viv and stuff like that, there'll be a thing, if they find anything else and stuff like that, you've got to rectify that as well. But the whole point of it's just really dumb as far as I'm concerned. Like, they should have a minimal Viv check and a maximum Viv check. So if it's a structural issue and stuff like that, I understand them going over the car and making sure everything's in alignment and all that sort of stuff. But when it's just a basic engine and gearbox, which was originally the issue on this one, sorry, not the engine, but the engine sump, which has been done, and the roadworthy place has deemed it roadworthy. Still got to do this other VIV thing, so that's where I'm at with this car at the moment. And yeah, I have had a bit of a time delay in between videos just because of moving again with a lot of stuff. But in this video, we're going to be just dealing with since I sanded the last headlights, have started to fog up a lot more, and it didn't last as long as I was hoping and stuff like that. But I got hold of a another set of FG front Xr6 lights for a good price. I think I only paid $220 or something like that for them. And just a quick video on the install of them and removal of the old ones. So okay, so as you can see in this headlight, you can see it's pretty blurred. This is prior to actually when I got the car roadworthy, they picked on those headlights. So yeah, this is your plastic cover has to come off here. I've just put some replacement lockdown tabs and stuff like that. They normally have Phillips screws that you turn, and you have to put a bit of pressure under them and stuff like that, just so you don't try to round the top of the Phillips sort of head area of removing those screws. But that top cover has to come off. That's a 10mm bolt there. Most of them are 10mm bolts to take them off, and yeah, you also have to obviously take that grill off. That's what I'm pointing out there. And if you turn your wheel on down on your left, you can get to your plastic covering that's inside your guard there. They have, I think, about three or four Phillips lockdown tab things, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, there's another 10mm. So they're all 10mm there. That's the ones that were removed at the very top. Now, looking a bit further down, there's another 10mm and a 10mm. So they're all headlight ones that you need to remove. And then once you've done that, it should start to clear. Now, when you turn your wheel, it's going to give you greater access into this plastic cover. And then you put your clip somewhere. And when you look in, this has been someone else's. I put the screws off from what someone else had. That's not an original screw and washer there. So you take those off, and then there'll be one that goes upways, somewhere just up there, where it has to be removed. Now this section here, one second, over there, that section there has another 10mm behind it when you pull it out. So then that's just a bracket that holds your guard in. Okay, so after that, your headlights should start to move a lot more. You've got your plugs for your main globe and your Parker switch, and then there's the other wire that's onto your light, and there should be I think there's an indicator somewhere there as well. So you just pull those off. Sometimes they can be a little bit tough and stuff like that to pull, so yeah, just watch your hands when you're pulling backwards. You can easily cut yourself or belt your hand around. Yeah, there's your other one. And yeah, on your far left, on your orange one, is your indicator, which you pull out, and that's pretty much all you need to get your headlight off. It's not a hard job. It's just a bit mucking around a little bit. So I think I'm going to grab the other headlight just to show you the difference of how good these were in condition for used ones. You don't always have to get brand new, but yeah, for the original look and stuff like that, they were good used condition. So this is put onto the car now with both. and she's come up pretty well. It looks a lot more cleaner at the front when your headlights are clear. That's also a roadworthy item or a requirement when you go to Vic Roads in Victoria, that your headlights have very clear lenses. But she looks good. It's each part, when I did the roadworthy, I also had to get brand new tyres for it. The back, what else did I have to replace on that? I had to replace the back bushings up the top near the petrol tank at the back control arms. For the most part, it was pretty good. Pretty good. Engine, there was no oil leaks at all, so I must have done a pretty good job as far as changing that transmission pan and the engine oil pan and stuff like that. There was no leaks at all, so that was a very good result. So yeah, hope you like this video, and everyone else is doing well out there. Cheers.